What is up, my Jaybird TV people? Hey, another episode today, jumping right into things, right on the route. Once again, sorry that my voice is totally shot. It is because I train for a living and I yell all the time, so still a little bit worn out, but hopefully we'll be recovering. I'm learning all these tips and tricks and using them. Anyways, the route at hand, a little green V6, V7 here, jumping right up the sides of the arete and then coming to the finish here. Just one big move. Gotta love that. Did see some different betas on this, which is pretty cool, but I went for the dynamic jump around kind of beta. So hopping right off that, getting into the meat of the episode here on this yellow V8 or V9, definitely like a V8 plus, like 7B plus, pretty tough. Starts down low, you have a crimp on the feature and 3 series of crimps up the right side there. The feet are what make this difficult. The hold's actually pretty good, but the feet are very small and very tough to stay on. My feet, particularly in these few sessions, really pop off a lot. Once you get to that third crimp, you can actually cross up, which you saw me doing. So it's kind of creating all this tension, bump the right hand, come into the left, bump the right, and then you bring the right foot down, and then left foot up, and I pop off there. It was also very hot this day too, I will say, so I actually brushed off the footholds, which did help a little bit. So working my hands up, oh, that's how my hand pops off. Whoa. Yeah, I was having all sorts of trouble on this, and the frustrating thing was that I'd actually worked on this before and gotten really far, gotten almost to the end. So this was a bit tough trying to work on falling off all these moves. Anyhow, getting the part where I cross up left, and then from there you can kind of stand up and go out, and there are a couple crimps on the sides of that feature, one at the bottom and one at the top, and a foot chip over there. So I swing my foot over, and then there I opt to bump my left hand to the top of that feature, and you can't quite see them, but there's a crimp at the bottom and the top of both of those features. So anyhow, I got kind of fed up on that, decided to jump on the KILTERBOARD. So this is core nuts. This is a V8, 60 degrees, and I was not quite ready to crimp as hard as I needed to. So let's move right here. I didn't really keep tension in the body either. I forgot, like 60 degrees is like pretty tough. It looks way more overhung than you might expect. Like 70 to me is like the most overhung, so that's what I picture. But 60, I mean, only 10 off, right? So second go here. My boy Ethan observing me climb. The next episode coming out is going to be with my boy Ethan. We have an awesome session on the KILTERBOARD, so stay posted for that. Should be out in a few days. So here, just trying much harder, sticking that big move, the feet cut, get the left foot up, cross in, nice core intensive move there, and then go up right, and then I do a high foot to go into that finish hold. Pretty consistent, powerful movement here. Nothing too crazy. I was a little bit nervous on the finish here that I wouldn't be able to match that bad boy, but I was able to, so happy about that. Decided to give another route a go. This is Rainstorm V8. This is my first time trying all these. There's a bunch of V8s I've already sent, and I have my repeats excluded, so only the stuff that I have not tried. And I went up right there for some reason, and that was not the move, so you're going to see I opt for a different beta here, where I went left up first last time. I'm going to go right up first. And that lets me Gaston, get the foot up, and then actually go up left. And from there, I'm really set up solid. I can toss that right hand out to the pinch, walk my feet up, and then hit that last hold, which is a pretty solid crimp. And from here, big move to finish. Yeah, I was not ready for that. So I just came around the wall. And I think I get that 1 or 2 more tries, decided to change it up. So this is Barfklava. No idea what Barfklava means, but it's a dope route. Jumping out, bump into the undercling, walking my feet up, and then you hit a crimp. You gotta really rock over. And I did fall on this once, which was the intro, but second time through, really committed to the finish there and able to get the send. So pretty hyped about that. I keep not sending the black tags in the gym. Like, they've only been setting 1 per set, and they've been really stout recently. I will say I've been struggling with my motivation levels after my last outdoor climbing trip. I don't really have a goal for climbing now. Like, I still want to climb V10 outside, but I'm not going outside anytime soon. So I'm starting to shift into more calisthenics and thinking more about trying to get planche, which I really love the idea of. So I'm working at that, but just kind of struggling to want to try hard inside at the gym right now. Still have some power, but trying to get the psych up. But what's been really nice is that I, maybe because of psych, maybe because they've been harder, maybe because I'm weaker right now, I've been struggling on the black tags, and then I go on the KILTERBOARD and send a bunch of V8s and feel good about myself. So yeah, so another day here. You saw I got up to this top part, and I'd actually worked this section out and was getting it from the beginning pretty well. And I realized that the beta here is just to get a really high left foot. So once I hit the bottom part of the feature, swing my feet over, bump the right hand up high, then manage to get the left hand, it's a left foot way up there. And I don't know if I included it, but these holds were just eating my fingers too. They're really tiny, really sharp. And so I decided to go back to the KILTERBOARD. This is many moons of E9 at 40 degrees. This has been a project for a month or two. I've hopped on randomly. The whole route is a whole lot of core tension. So kind of consistent moves. I opt for the beta where you jump here and then get a heel hook. And I'm delighted to say I didn't dab on the heel hook, which is actually the crux. It's really hard not to hit any other holds with your foot. Double Gaston here, keeping a whole lot of core tension. I have to cut feet in order to switch feet here. Kicking them back on, tossing left foot up. And then I'm gonna bump. And in a previous video I got here and I fell, but was feeling good today and managed to bump up to that finish hold, stick it, and get the send. So once again, was flailing on yellow, but managed to get that 9, so that was feeling pretty good. And then I flicked through an 8, and it looked just like the 9. So, ooh. Right now when I'm watching it, I forgot to put the name of this 8 on there, so hopefully I go back in and edit it. Otherwise, it'll be a mystery. But oh, it's a spicy dumpling sauce. Yeah, you're gonna know before I do, but it's a spicy dumpling sauce. So hopping right on this, really fun. I love that dynamic move. And then pretty similar using those 3 holds here on this one. Last move is gonna be a bit big, so I go for the cheeky match. And that allows me to get nice and close to the finish hold. Getting a little tension there to finish this bad boy. I will say, these are the last few sessions in these 2 shoes as well. And the shoes I'm wearing are just blown out to heck. You'll see. So another day, another dollar climbing here. So scampering up some slab climbs. I'm going to be getting warmed up and ready for the opposite wall, which is the concave, that yellow V8 I've been working on. So lots of 2 angles here. And this one was kind of fun. My bro at the gym actually spontaneously filmed me. And so here you get a little edit where I have both of our takes. So on the left is what he took, on the right is what I took. And whoa, yeah, he did an awesome job. He also got this kind of sick transition. You see him pop into frame here. Boom, right back to it. Yeah, so pretty dope. Not the craziest climb in the world, but just a really awesome kind of edit. And then it has me psyched because get the Patreon and sponsor too, which my second sponsor will be in the upcoming video. Really stoked, just kind of up the quality of the channel and getting some new filming equipment soon here. And yeah, just that was awesome. My bro just kind of spontaneously filming with me here to give me a little extra footage there. So shout out to my man. And yeah, here's a blue V67, the toughest climb on the slab wall here. So the beginning's interesting. You have the sloper that you're supposed to start on with 2 little foot chips. I did mention that my shoes are not the best right now. Well, in this video rather. And yeah, I'm really trying to figure out this beginning sequence here. So the sloper you're starting on is not that bad, but the way you cross into the next one just feels a little bit awkward. And when I try to turn, my foot would pop off of the beginning start hold. So I end up kind of finding this cheeky beta where I jam my hands in between the 2. And then I'm able to technically start with my hands on the left one, but also be utilizing the right a little bit. But even with that beta, my feet keep popping off here. I'm kind of having a time of it. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I get set up? Kind of going back and forth. This is all real time, no cutting. All the struggles, all the problem solving. Also, I know my voice is gone, and also I kind of chewed on my tongue in my sleep, so sorry if I'm not enunciating everything 100%. Guess my whole ability to speak right now is just a little bit impaired. Lol. So anyways, managed to get my way up to a little decent side pole. I'm trying to get my foot on top of that, but it is a sloper, and you really need to rock your weight onto it, and it feels you don't want to take your bottom foot off where your weight is set really well. So I fall off there, hopping back on. I'm like, all right, I got this now. I got this in the bag. So got all of the beta figured out, and I kind of looked at the top, and look at that. Look at me just popping off here. You think it's gonna happen again? Yeah, it happened again. Wouldn't happen a third time though, right? That'd be crazy. No way. Hopping back on here. It's gonna stay. Oh, look at me! I'm trying to go to the other side. Guess what? That's not gonna work because I tried that earlier and it felt pretty weird. Gotta start this way. So really trying to stick that foot on. I'm like, come on now, this has got to work. And quite a bit of time I'm just struggling here. This is the unedited stuff you guys don't see. So anyhow, getting my left foot on top of that sloper, managing to shift my weight over this time and get a hand on that. It's actually like a really slopey side pole. It doesn't look like it, but manage to get your right foot on. All your weight's in your right foot. You have a very sketchy left foot, and you need to shift your weight out and palm press into the finish hold, but I was not ready for it. There's a close-up on my shoe. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. I know, silly. I had the ability to get more, just was really not doing it, just kind of being lazy, I suppose. So finally, I'm very determined here. I got all the beta, I got it all figured out. Hopping on with yet another foot slip. Yeah, those foot chips are really atrocious. So here I just go quick. I'm like, frick it. I managed to actually start it legally. I'm gonna hop right up there, grab that slopey hold, and then from here I'm gonna get my right foot on, get the left foot, and I'm really trusting my right foot here and staying close to the wall. That was my main focus, was to stay really close into the wall. Able to reach out and get the finish. Oh yeah, super stoked about that one. Not the craziest climb, but just really stoked to get a send. Really fun to problem solve on that one and finally have it all come together. So this one's a bit difficult to see, and I'm sorry about that. I should be having some more close-up footage with Ethan and I filming. We're gonna try and make it a weekly thing, I believe. At least we did it once already, so if we do it again, then it'll be 2 weeks in a row. But really just a series of crimps here, just working my way up. Pretty fun, easy movement. Nothing really that challenging about this. Just a bunch of crimps in a row, which feels good, just because the other problem was just pure balance and no power. You could not power your way through it, unfortunately. So yeah, getting the top out on that. Super stoked about that. And guess what? Back to it. Back to the yellow V8, V9. I do know people have sent this, so it's definitely doable. I believe Ethan got it, as well as a few other climbers. And I think it was the first day I was on it, I made really good progress and just was really struggling on it. Not sure why, not sure if it was the temperature, my mindsets, my strength, who knows, right? There are so many factors in climbing. But I figured I'd keep giving it an honest try for the video. Wanted to get a send. But just really struggling on it, yeah. It's kind of coming off it there. Despite the fact that I feel strong and I have the beta, didn't seem to make all that much of a difference. So maybe I need to get some smaller crimps. That could definitely be. Even though I'm not like training hardcore, I'm definitely gonna try and keep up, staying strong, as always. Working on that technique. And here, just kind of trying an isolation at the top. Just hoping to get this beta smoothed out for like a really good go. But I was like, frick it. Back to the KILTERBOARD. So this is a hand torch. It's a V8, a harder V8. Beginning movement's really not bad. It's very cruxy up top. And it's my first time trying it. I watched a video in which this guy just got there and then jumped up right to the pinch. So I tried that beta and spun out. I was not feeling strong enough to do that. Tried one more go where I bumped the left hand and jump up, but I was too tired. So that is going to wrap up this video. Stay tuned for Ethan and I in just a few days. Much love. Peace.